Let's jump into it.
We're in the house from hell. There's a demon child somewhere.
First we had Hotel Hell, now we got Monster House.
House. Hell.
We went to go check out the
Home.
weird abandoned house and kinda sorta broke in. Found some weird shit, and apparently this is from like the 1980s. Except it's also very much not from the 1980s because this house is warping dimensions and laws of physics.
That it is.
Both
That it
is and isn't.
And there's a demon child and a lot of dead bodies, and Lockhart and Marcus got bamboozled and dropped through a floor.
Mm-hmm. And also a lot of bad matching wallpaper and furniture.
Yeah, it's 80s level ugly, so
Yeah,
that tracks.
It's gross.
It also wasn't just falling through the floor, it was like falling stories through a floor or something like that.
Yeah.
True.
But we turned Larry into a radio and gave Larry to them so we can talk to each other.
Yes, Larry is a real one. Marcus,
Larry,
quote unquote, caught him.
Larry just went for the fucking ride of his life.
Whee!
He was having a good time. Larry was fine.
There's the wee that gets quieter for us, and then down there the wee that just gets louder.
Yeah, oh shit.
Larry essentially went bungee jumping.
Kinda, yeah.
His bungee was at the bottom though.
We're gonna make Larry. That's the next part of Larry's personality is he's just gonna become like an adrenaline junkie.
Oh no! Please, Kaya's heart can't take it.
Oh.
There you go, Joe. There's your next task.
Adrenaline junkie Larry.
Yep.
That wouldn't even be that difficult because he's already super interested in trying a bunch of random stuff because he's Larry. He's got to learn. He's got to go out there and experience the world.
The best way to learn is by doing.
Yeah.
Then it doesn't help that the roommate of the mother is just like, yeah, sure.
Tells Larry about how she jumped off the fucking highway and landed on the roof.
I'll drop you down the giant hole. You'll be fine.
Jesus Christ.
You'll sort it out.
At least Larry's more durable.
I need someone to roll me a d6, and I need someone else to pick a number between 1 and 6.
Does the person pick before the first person rolls?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Alright, not it for either of those.
Alright, Iris. Okay, Iris is rolling. Cody.
What?
Pick a number between 1 and 6. Yeah.
1.
1. Iris, roll.
It's gonna be a fucking 6 and we're gonna die.
2. Okay. So we're going to start with, I believe, the group in this wide open room that you guys were stuck with the demon child. You just dropped Larry down the pit. He was caught by Marcus, so Larry is safe.
I think we left off with them shuffling over to the side, legacy testing until she found okay, this is right where the rotten boards end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They have lined up and have passed the big hole. The very much not OSHA hole.
And
the not OSHA hole.
Legacy is fully ready to either stab or throw Kaya's fucking screwdriver that she has not given back at the demon child that's been watching them.
Demon child who has disappeared behind a pillar again.
Okay. Then I'm going to need you guys to roll me, let's see.
No.
1d8.
All of us?
Somebody, only a single d8. Sorry. So nominate someone to roll a d8 for me.
Amy.
What?
I said it first.
No, I said Earth
True.
first.
Nope.
What? What kind of lag is this bullshit?
Amy, roll me a d8.
Fine. 7.
Okay, so let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Why
5, 6,
don't you guys
7.
like rolling? It's
1,
fun.
2, 3,
I don't want the
4, 5,
responsibility.
6, 7.
If this is if you roll a 7, the entire party dies. I don't want that fucking responsibility.
Okay,
I don't like that.
so you guys are continuing to walk in this parlor, correct?
Yeah, because the only other way that we can figure to go is straight and hope there's a door at the end.
Yeah.
True. There's the darkness to the left.
No. That's
Fair
not
enough.
an option.
Fair enough. So yeah, you
It's hurting away from the darkness.
shuffling and herding everyone away from the darkened left side of the room.
Does she leave Legacy with a fucking leash?
Yes, she is leashed. The other two bigs have left. The big strongs have left. She's the only one left. She's like, okay, I gotta protect all of these fucking people.
So I believe everyone in this party is Kaya Legacy,
Cassidy.
Cassidy Media, and
Talmay
Talmay.
and Cosmic.
Cosmic. Okay.
So we do
Cool.
have a shooty boy, theoretically.
He does have his gun.
Theoretically.
And stays strapped.
Yeah. Keep that motherfucking thing on you. So you start walking forward. A few minutes go by, like probably about a minute or two, and you start to see out from the shadows ahead a door, like a wall with a single door on it. This room is big, and from just walking, you are aware of like this, like Kaya, your engineering skill with the station in particular. You would know that this would have to be dug way into the backside wall of a station. It technically could exist, but this takes up way more space than it should. But you see a door. It's a plain wooden door with a golden knob.
And I will say that Legacy, while they're walking, so long as nothing is jumping out at them, will fill in everybody on the weird shit that her and Marcus and Lockhart found in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
Talmay
just
is very curious about it, but also like she will pointedly say like, I am very lost on all of this, but I don't know what question to start with.
yeah, this is weird even for us. Well, I mean, we're used to weird. It's a very different type of weird that we have dealt with. This is not one.
Yeah, I'm working on one question right now, and that's how the fuck do we get out of here?
Well, I mean, you probably, if you really want to just get out, could turn around and go back the other way. Because I think the hallway was still there last time I looked, but I am going to go find Marcus.
So you're going up to the door?
Yeah, if there is
Okay.
nothing else that catches her eye or looks like a let me go poke at it.
No, go ahead and you can roll me a clever check though, and I'll let you add your conspiracy to it.
Oh my
Looking
God.
around for anything anxiety-inducing.
First roll of the game. Let me go ahead and boost this, just in case. I better get a fucking like free boost to conspiracy after this bullshit, Joe.
Damn.
That is really high. You are walking up. Your head is on a fucking swivel. You are like, nothing is sneaking up on you right now. Not a fucking thing. And you walk up to the door. Like, Kaya, you're watching this. Legacy, her head is like left, right, left, left again, further left, right, left, right, left, right, and then gets to the door, and you hear like your hand grip the knob.
She would
There's
listen to the
nothing
door
there.
before she even opens it, sir.
Yeah, no, you grab the knob, and I should say, you grab it with the thumb and forefinger, and just kind of lean your head in, put your ear to the door, and listen real closely, and all you can hear is the sound of your breathing for a second, and you quiet yourself as best you can. You don't hear anything. It is quiet. It seems as though the coast is clear for now.
She'll go ahead and open the door, but very much with that, like, she is ready to slam it back closed if she is not happy.
Red Bull at the ready.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you open the door, and behind the door, you see a room.
Mm-hmm.
Another room. It is strangely empty. It's much smaller. You can see all four walls, or at least most of the walls. You can see that there's a slight hallway. But you see that there are the four walls of the room. You see a big elliptical rug smack on the floor of the room, or smack in the middle of the floor. And then you can see that there is a double door on the left, and that's about all you can make out from the position you're in. It's dark, but yeah, there's nothing to hide behind. So you can look around in this room. You don't see anything. The ceiling is about standard height, like about 8 to 9 feet high. So it's not like this big, like gymnasium ceiling, lofted ceiling kind of place like you were just in. Let me sketch this out so I have like a clearer idea. I can give you a clearer idea. Whoops, I want this one. So you can see this, and you would be right here.
And where's the doorway that she can see?
The doorway you can see is here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
A double door.
So, they're 8 or 9 feet. I'm doing math in my head real fast.
How tall was the demon child?
No,
Order than Legacy.
Legacy is going to turn around, and you can see.
I fucking yoinked into the void. Like no robot, just like you just got yoinked from your mic and just quiet silence.
Just fucking swoosh.
Yeah.
I guess I should put out the warning that there is a pretty heavy storm coming through my area tonight, so.
Ooh,
Okay.
environmental storytelling.
But,
Oh boy.
Fun.
Yeah, it's been, like, so windy today that, like, my car was literally being pushed around on the fucking road, so.
God damn.
Holy shit.
Also, that's not environmental storytelling. Ambiance is the word I was thinking of.
But Legacy will turn around, her mouth open like she's about to say something, close her mouth because the person she is wanting to talk to is not there, looks towards Kaya. And just like, you see her very visibly size Kaya up. And she just like walks directly in front of Kaya and points to like the spot above the door. It's like, pick me up. I want to knock on that really fast.
Alright. Picks her up. Fucking sizes Kaya up like Kaya isn't 2 inches taller than Marcus.
Wait, hold on. What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Are you trying to knock on the ceiling?
She's trying to knock on the fucking brick that like would be above this room. Like, cause this is like a fucking like what, like 25, 30 feet minimum ceiling in this giant hallway,
Yes.
and the next
correct.
room is 9 feet.
Uh-huh.
She's trying to see if there's any weird sounds or shit if she knocks on the where like the space would be.
Okay. Okay.
She's trying
Yeah.
to figure out the dimensions and physics of this place a little bit more.
Yeah, so if you wrap your knuckles against the brick, it's first off, you're on Kaya's shoulders doing this.
Yes.
I assume Kaya, you're letting this happen.
Oh yeah, she picks her up.
Okay.
She's like, pick me up. I'm like, she's like, okay, sure. And I'm like, oh man, can Kaya hand her a stud finder?
Talmay is watching this like, what are you guys doing?
I am trying to see. The next room is there's some size things going on that should not be going on. So I'm trying to figure this fucking place out.
Just blinks, like hands on hips, watching this happen. You Legacy, like look over your shoulder for half a second as you explain that. You can see Cosmic has posted up at the back of the group in like a watch, like a lookout position, and he has both hands posted on his gun. He has a pistol, like put down to the side, and his head is also on a swivel.
As soon as Legacy hears that, even though she's like turning back to the wall, she's like, Cosmic, if you're gonna shoot that thing, at least warn us first.
He looks up and just goes, I'll try. Okay. And he turns back to start looking. You get the feeling that like he's gonna give it an earnest try. He's gonna try to be like, I'm gonna shoot and then fire before he reflexively just jerks up, sights it, and pulls the trigger.
All I know is if he started just popping off as Legacy is up on Kaya's shoulders, they are both getting injured.
Jesus Christ.
So you are hoisted up on on Kaya's shoulders, Legacy, and you kind of rat-a-tap-tap your knuckles on the brick. It's solid brick on your side. You're not getting any echo or anything weird. It just seems like brick.
Do you have like any good strong magnets
Yeah.
with you?
Mm-hmm. You absolutely would.
Yeah,
just in case
obviously.
you felt-
Like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't I have them with me?
What, you think I leave the house without magnets? What are you, crazy?
Who the fuck do you think I am?
Can I have one for a second?
Yeah, hold on one second. Like, fucking takes one hand off from like around her leg, digs into her bag, has to reach a little bit, so Legacy just like tilted a little bit, like, pulls out like approximately a Nokia cell phone sized magnet.
Legacy,
Just hands it up.
Legacy
And
will
I
take
can-
it and start running it along the wall, trying to see if it sticks anywhere.
All right. Well, while we're doing this, any of y'all got any idea?
And any idea for what?
What to do? Where to go? Or am I just gonna be like, I don't know, walking legs around the wall?
I mean, I'm not gonna go all around the fucking wall. I just want to see if there's something up here.
I mean, it's brick. Considering how thick bricks are, you're probably not gonna get, unless it's like metal right on top of it, you're probably not gonna get much resistance from it.
Like this fucking station is supposed to be a ton of metal. It's a shit ton of metal, and it's weird that there's not anything for Larry to fucking fly on. And eventually, this should be hitting the side of the fucking wing, shouldn't it?
Yeah. The wall actually should be coming up pretty soon.
Thus checking.
All right.
And I'm assuming nothing.
No, it is. Sorry, I was looking at the next handout here, but yeah, no, you put the like kind of slide the magnet along the wall, kind of move it around. You're trying multiple things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the instinct is you expect a little bit of like pull at some point, but you're not getting anything. It seems to be pretty straight flat. The most you get is like a little warble, but you're not sure if that's your imagination or if that is like maybe there's a stud behind the wall. It's really hard to tell. I mean, the magnet would interact with your own arm, so you kind of have to be aware of where you're moving it with your arm too. But I mean, you're not not dumb, so
Yeah, she's fully aware of it, and she's also aware of like how magnets fuck with her arm because again, that's how she plays with Larry. And once she's like satisfied she's not gonna find anything, she just like kind of like taps Kaya's like hand once and then just like pushes herself off to land on her own. And then just hands the magnet back. Okay. Weird room on the other side. Nothing above it as far as I can tell, which is also weird. But, since unless you got like a couple 100 feet of rope somewhere in that fucking utility belt of yours, this is the only way forward.
I don't got rope. I've got cable though.
Enough
Not that much.
to let me just fucking rappel down to where they fell through the hole?
No.
So she'll just
Alright.
head through the door.
Hold on. Going over here. What's up and down the hallway?
okay. So you go up and down the hallway. As you go over to that area, it seems like they both lead to two separate doorways.
Fucking doors.
And there's no doors on these other two walls, right?
Correct.
Yeah, how
At
shitty
least
does
no
this
obvious doors.
How shitty does this carpet look? This rug?
Pretty shitty. This is like scuffed, stained, beat up, torn up. It's kind of it's got like a not a crick, but like a fold in it, like it had been recently moved or displaced.
Legacy will just go through the door and then like hold on. They can actually like start going this way and along the wall, just like tapping as she goes. Not like stopping every couple of feet, but just like, fingers drumming against the wall to listen as she does
Okay.
her circuit of the room.
Okay. Roll me a clever check.
Conspiracy?
I will let you add your conspiracy bonus to this as well.
Fucking better. I don't get to
You're
use this
getting
very much.
You're getting a lot of fucking mileage out of it from this place. I can't deny it. There's a lot of times where it's gonna come in handy. Yeah, so you drum your fingers like brum, 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 brum. You get the different tones as you move along the wall, but it's nothing sticks out to you. You're a little nervous, so you look around, check your room, look back at the wall, drum your fingers a little bit, keep like as you're moving fluidly, like looking around, looking at the wall, looking back into the room, looking at the wall. You see Cosmic go over to the rug, and he kind of pokes at it with his foot, and he doesn't like move it or lift it or anything, but he does stick his foot in the little notch that is poked up, and then slide his foot so that it flattens the rug out. Because it had a little bump in it, and he's just like, no, I want it to sit flat.
Legacy will like get to like this corner up here and see that and just stare for a second, and then she'll go to this end of the rug and
Mm-hmm.
pull it.
Okay. So you yank the rug as you start to pull it. On the far end, right, like up here, you hear the crinkle of paper, and as you move the rug, a little piece of paper that has been shoved underneath the rug is exposed.
She'll completely pull the paper and pile it against the far wall. If there's a trap door or a hole, she wants to know.
You pull the paper, or not paper, you pull the rug all the way down to the flat end of the wall and check underneath it. There's no there's no trapdoor of any kind. There's no secret entrance. Again, at least not one that you would see with your eyes. You could check the floorboard very, very, like, scrutinize it really closely, but it would be very well hidden if there was anything at all here.
Mm. Is this entire place still like the wooden floors?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So, and as you've been walking around, you've heard the creaking and bending and like the groan of wood. But it's just been like standard wood board.
Which I imagine none of us have ever felt before.
Correct. You know about wood in the same way that somebody who has never been in a snowstorm knows what a snowstorm is. And so like hearing it and feeling it and kind of feeling the like little slight sudden thrill or vibration beneath your feet, it's kind of weird. You definitely understand like how one of the first things that come to your mind is like nothing could sneak around on this fucking floor. It's gonna creak constantly. Anything with any amount of weight to it is gonna put weight on this floor, and you hear the.
Nobody's going for the paper. Legacy will go for the paper once she's done with the rug.
Okay. Let me finish typing this up. Okay. I should ask. Well, no one here has any sort of issues with imagery depicting violence or descriptions of violence to oneself, right? So long as it's not like horrible and gory, which this isn't.
I'm good.
I'm fine.
Gotcha.
Iris, Cody?
I'm good.
Same.
Lacey has 2 speeds in this house. The go forward as fast as she can manage without running to retrieve the boyfriend and leave, and then the snail's pace, I'm going to pick everything up.
How's Cassidy holding up?
I mean, surprisingly fine.
She's not been forced to touch anything yet.
Yeah, she would like to leave.
Yeah.
So I will
Probably
show
still
this
has her 2 dust masks on.
to Legacy first. This is the image.
Or the note, you mean?
Or the note. Sorry.
Just about to say, there's not an image here. Handwritten page appearing like it's torn from a journal. Yay, another one. March.
Out pages.
I visited the armory today. The bodies have been piled high. We've made such progress, and yet we've not moved an inch. Marjorie begs me to leave. Were she not mine, I would have silenced her already. Though I should not say such things. Okay. March 23rd. I failed again. I keep trying and keep failing. Why, God, can't I get it right? I cut again today. There must be something to do. It cannot be fruitless, please. That's fun. So the first ones were in early February. And this one's late March.
Yes, and you, as of yet, have not seen any names to indicate whose journal this might be.
Is there a way we could see all of the notes so we can read them?
Yeah, I will put them in your journal. I will put them here. You should all be able to see if you go to the journal tab.
Yeah.
Mysterious journal entry 1 and 2.
Okay, cool.
I'll label this one as number 1.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah.
Lexi will just like skim it over and then read it out loud and just kind of sigh. And so Demon Child made this one go crazy, and now there's bodies in the armory. I guess that's where fucking Marcus and Lockhart ended up. Wait, if they're in an armory, doesn't armory mean weapons?
I feel like they would have mentioned that. They sold one.
Give me your headset. Give me your headset.
Alright. Hands over headset. Which, because of my job, I just imagine a drive-through headset.
Lacey does
but more beefed up.
Legacy does not even like fully put it on. She just like puts it against an ear because she's going to give it back. She doesn't want to wear it.
Mm-hmm.
But she will click through to talk through Larry.
So, what do you ask up through, Larry? Sorry?
Well, she's just going to click through, and you just like, after she's she hears that like silence noise for a second. We found another note up here. Well, number one, we found the end of the hallway, in another room, and more hallways and doors, so yay. Number two, we found another note from that fucking journal, and the dude talking about Marjorie and the Demon Childs. Apparently he says, well, not apparently, he actually did say something about bodies in an armory. Are you in an armory? Are there weapons? Are there guns? Or knives? Or swords?
This is storage room 2 or something like that, right?
Storage room B.
B.
Uh,
I don't see any weapons, do you? I mean, it's only bodies so far, right?
Correct. You could sift through the corpses more, and maybe there's a weapon under there, but there's no, like, weapon rack or gun rack or mounted sword. Like, you would think in an armory there would be a proper form of storage for weaponry. And in this room, it appears to be largely storage for corpses. Or rather, a pile of corpses and storage for people.
Whatever armory they're talking about, I don't think this is it.
Marcus like looks around and just shrugs and just goes, I mean, maybe underneath the and he just shivers.
No, if it doesn't look like an armory, then there's an armory somewhere with more bodies. Yay!
Now, as we smash cut to the other pair, y'all are about to exit this room. You get that call from Legacy. You're walking out of this storage room, right?
I wanted to see more if there's anything else to find besides the key.
Okay.
'Cause
Where do
you
you
said
want to look?
there were like 3 separate places to look, essentially.
Yes. So there's the bird cage, there are the cages along the wall, and then there is the body pile.
I'll look along the cages along the walls first, because maybe there are some weapons or something in there. Just to double check.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a clever check.
Yay.
Marcus should help with that one, at least. There's not a whole bunch of bodies on the wall.
Would Marcus be willing to assist with this?
Yes, Marcus will assist you, so you can have advantage.
Yay. So, I'm going to fight for this a little bit.
Okay.
Could I maybe use my office worker specialty of just being attentive to details and whatnot?
Fight a little harder. What's
Mm,
give me another one good argument.
I mean, these are all corporate people.
Look at how organized they are.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to help.
To be fair, I think threat assessment would actually fit better, but I was trying, okay?
That's fine.
It's I've got nothing. I concede.
I will
That was such a I'm gonna fight for this. I give one argument. I concede.
I'm not smart, okay? That's all I've got.
That was not a fight.
Oh, really?
That was a request.
Fight harder.
Just gonna roll.
Okay, the advantage helped. The advantage helped. So looking through the bodies, you don't find any weaponry. That is for certain. You're looking through the body pile in the center, correct?
No, she's looking through the cubbies on the walls.
Yeah, the cubbies first.
Oh, the cubbies. Okay. Then you're looking through the cubbies on the wall. Yes. So you're looking through the cubbies on the walls. You have only passingly glanced at the bones in the middle of the room. Looking at the remains and cubbies in the wall, the cages, these corpses. They're also distinctly corpses, mind you. These are corpses that are in a slightly different condition. They're slightly, quote unquote,
Fleshier?
fresher. Yeah, there's more like remain on them, quote unquote. It's what is Lockhart's clever skill? Like what is her clever
Defense?
characteristic? Not her clever defense. Like what is the value of her clever score?
0.
0.
0?
0.
That's why we keep saying let Marcus roll for this shit.
Marcus could roll for it. You know what? I'm just gonna let Marcus roll for it.
Give
Wow, he fucking killed it.
Yeah, let Marcus roll for it with Lockhart's help so that Marcus has advantage and a clever bonus.
See, Lockhart can notice the weird stuff. She's not, yeah, not on the specifics kind of thing.
So, Marcus, he rolled super well. I will say that Lockhart, you can determine that these corpses inside of the cages are more fresh. They are in a state of decomposition that is noticeably more, or they would have died more recently than the ones in the pile in the center. But that's not saying much, especially
Yeah.
not now. Marcus, however, is looking through, and he is, of course, repulsed. But you can, between you and him, you and he, you're not finding any weapons. You're finding more and more corpses, and you hear Marcus posit something as he looks at the cages, and then he looks at the pile in the center, and then he looks back at the cages, and he says, Are these cages, these were holding living people? And they just dumped them when they died?
I'm not sure what he's getting at here, because is he implying that they were already dead when they were put in the cages?
No, he's implying that somebody was keeping people in cages for some reason. And
Yeah.
whenever those people died, they took them out and threw them on the ground to make room for someone else.
Mm.
Yes, he's implying that the cages were for the living ones, and the floor was for the dead ones.
What kind of person would need this many bodies?
He shakes his head. I don't know how to answer that.
Let's get through this pile in the middle, and then we can move out. Don't want to leave any stone unturned. And start kicking through some of the bodies on the floor.
Okay. Are you going to assist Marcus as he looks?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that'd be better.
Definitely better. So that is an 8 and an 11. Okay. Marcus, looking through the corpses, he is doing his best to seem like he has a steely constitution here. And for the most part, he does.
Lockhart will rub his shoulder a little bit, trying to keep him calm. When he starts getting a little shaky.
Yeah, you put a hand on his shoulder, and for a second he flinches, because he's like, usually your physical connection to him is through a punch. But he looks and, like, actually looks relaxed. So as he is sifting through the pile, he kind of narrows his eyes for a second, furrows his brow, and just goes, hey, and he reaches a hand through and grabs something. He pulls it back out, and it is what looks to be security card, like a key card of some kind. But it's weird looking. It looks like it's like wooden, sort of.
What?
It's made out of a white plaster type looking material. And he turns it and looks at it and just goes, "This looks like an access card. I mean, I have one of these for the office, but I guess Tetsuo never really graduated much from using stuff like this." And he hands it to Lockhart. You've seen this before, Lockhart. You worked at Tetsuo. This is the security card used for access to certain rooms, and they come in various levels. The
What
higher
level
the
would this
level,
be?
this one does not have a number listed next to it. This one is, it is given the decorum of an access card without any of the actual, like, signifier of this is the level it will grant you access to. But you can guess that if it doesn't have a number tied to it, it's probably something that is specially made.
And was it on any particular body?
No, it was just suffused in the pile somewhere.
Okay.
But Marcus kind of stands up, pulls his arms out, and just dusts his arms off, and says, I'm kind of glad I can't really feel that well. And he flexes his fingers and says, I think that's everything. At least everything that I could find in that pile.
I found this key in the cage over there. Hope these will help us get out of here. Figure out exactly what's going on. And she'll make her way towards the door.
Okay. So you make your way towards the door. Meanwhile, back in the other room, you told them that there's weapons. They have found nothing. And they've searched. Ray radio back. There's nothing. So they'll keep looking, but as of right now, there's no sign of an armory. At least not yet.
Okay.
Palme and Cosmic, meanwhile, are kind of poking at the different walls. Just wondering, like, if anything is hidden behind them. Are you going through a door? Are you going to try something else?
Are any of
What's
the
the
doors
plan?
marked or look different than the other ones? Because I know there one was a double door, you said.
Mm-hmm. So, let me go.
Take us back to our doodle.
To the doodle. Okay, so the double doors, these double doors, there is a marking above them that says to storage.
Hey. Anything else near or around the other ones?
The other ones. Oh, sorry, not that one. Wait. Sorry. So the double doors, this says like to gallery. The one to the right says to storage, and the one to the left is unmarked.
Okay.
Are they all just like solid wood with handle, no windows, no special
Correct.
engravings or anything?
Correct. All of the doors, for this area, they are all kind of the same level of ornate. in that they are plain wooden doors with handles and very little in the way of paint or fancy sort of attention to detail in any way.
All right. Well, any votes on where to go next?
So, storage,
Storage,
gallery,
gallery,
Question
blank.
mark.
question mark.
Well, Kai is just gonna like poke
And-
a thumb at. Okay.
Well, just one last clarifying question, sorry. This should not exist from what we know, right?
Did
Because
not
we-
what do you,
We came through
Oh,
this door
yes.
here, and this goes off.
yeah,
So
that-
this should not exist.
correct. That does not work.
Oh.
That does not make any sense. That door right there, that would lead back into the room and somehow extend. If it did exist, maybe you didn't see it. Maybe it extended into the darkness and you could not see.
I thought that this door was at a corner so that it would make sense. I see.
That's why I
Learned
had
a
to
lot
ask the
today.
last clarifying question here.
Okay, that is
Yeah, so to complete, I'm glad you brought that up because I didn't actually point that out when I had the opportunity. So this wall here, that is where the windows were. And there's like the brick walls or the brick pillars that were here. And then there is the vague area of darkness. And that hallway is somehow protruding into the vague area of darkness. So theoretically, it could be there, but as of right now, it's one of those like, how the fuck is that right there sort of doors.
okay. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and I will say, for the sake of you realizing that legacy, you can have inspiration. Kaya, you would like offhandedly, just as you're kind of wandering around the room, start to piece together like, wait a second, and then your architecture brain starts to kick in, and you're just like, no, that doesn't work. I don't like that hallway. I don't like how that hallway exists.
She's gonna fucking go back to the original door here and just like peek and look. Can she see the hint of like a wall starting on the other side?
What is your cool defense?
Ah, I regret asking. It is 7.
7?
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Demon child's coming
you-
after you.
You think for a second, you're just like, wait, no, that doesn't work. Hold on. And then you go over to the door, open the door, and poke your head out. You poke your head out, and you gaze into the darkness. And into the darkness, you are hoping to find something of a wall. And you look and squint your eyes and kind of lean your head forward, and you just can't see anything. And then you just, dang it. You lean off the wall, and then you turn, and suddenly you realize it's dark all the way around you. And then you turn around again, and you realize it's pitch black. And not just black, it is cold. It is like the temperature has dropped 10 degrees, no, more like 20 degrees. You are now at a point where you can see your breath. It is cold. And you're looking around and just starting to feel that panic in your chest as you start to wonder, like, wait, what's happening? And then you turn around again and you see the station. You see Grand Cross. But you don't see it from an angle from which you've never been. You see it from a particular viewpoint that is all too familiar, as you are once again standing on the hyperlane not on your motorcycle. You are standing there, and you can see the station, but somehow the hyperlane is further away. The view familiar, but the distance greater. And as you are standing there, you feel, not hear, feel the rumble in your, like, the soles of your shoe. There is this encroaching vibration, and as you look to the left, you don't see anything, but you look to the right, and you see motorcycles. Not just any motorcycles, you see yourself riding with Bengetti over the shoulder. And there is this look on a past version of yourself that is like a placid, vacant stare as you are rocketing along the edge. And as you watch, you see, almost in slow motion, the yellow or yellow-green motorcyclist, the Terabyte boy, ride out to the side and appear from behind you. Ride up beside your past self and push you off. And then you watch yourself and Bengetti sail into the darkness of space in different directions. And then there's another moment where you are staring in horror, but you blink. And when you open your eyes again, you are spiraling out of control, whisked away into the abyss of space, watching the station get further and further away with each flash as you spin end over end. It's like you see the station and then it's gone. You see the station and then it's gone. You see the station and it's gone. Each time gaining tens of 20s of meters of distance between you and the station. And then you blink and all of a sudden you are back where you were. Yeah, Legacy, you're watching Kaya just stare out of the doorway.
Wasn't even watching Kaya, was just continuing to inspect this fucking room and like stare at these doors. Starts walking and just like hits that midriff like yoink. Turns around angry at Kaya to like start yanking on this fucking cord. Sees her staring.
Kaya, you are jolted back to reality by a tug at your waist. Or a tug on your shirt. And it feels like you are hit by a truck of just like, wake up! And then all of a sudden you just like, there is no space station. You are in some house somewhere. You were checking something. You can't remember what you were doing. You had to check like the room or like a hallway or something. And then all of a sudden, and then Legacy's here, and then you're just remembering the imagery. And then that feeling of cold. But you're back.
What the fuck was I doing?
You were looking, I think, out the door to see where the weird... What? Why do you look like you just, like, have been up for, like, 5 days straight? You don't... Sit down. And untie me. God damn it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, the cable can untie it like that, and I'm gonna sit down. Fuck, I need a fucking drink. Yeah, I was checking the fucking hallway. I didn't see it. I didn't see the hallway. Are we?
Was the demon child out there? Because you're acting like you saw, like, a demon child. Because that, or at least that's what I'm assuming how people would look if they saw a demon child.
Don't think I saw him. Look, should we go down the storage door to try to meet up with Locke and Marcus and Larry? after I sit down for a sec. You guys mind if I just take a
Sit
quick
down.
breather? Yep, sitting down.
Legacy just like watches Kaya come into the room, like fight with the cables for a second, and just sit down, stares for a second, and looks back towards the door. And she will like walk through and just poke her head through around, like fully expecting a demon child to be staring at her.
You stare now? So, what's your cool defense, Legacy?
She's not staring into the darkness, sir. She's just like looking to see if the demon child is there.
She's probably looking at the
Okay.
pillars.
So you poke your head out. Roll me a look. Roll me a look check.
A look check?
As you- or not a look check. Sorry, a clever check to look for something as you have been rolling. So you get your clever plus your 2 for conspiracy. Is that 15? You? Holy shit!
I have discovered the other thing that Legacy is made for.
You poke
Demon
your head
child
out.
patrol.
You are, like, again, keeping your head on a swivel. You poke your head out, look around left and right, and you don't see anything. Nothing but darkness, nothing but quiet.
She's just gonna like, you see her frown, looks towards Kaya, looks back out the door, and just walks over to Kaya. Will go fishing in, like, even with Kaya sitting down, fishing into her fucking like tool belt and bags to pull out gloves, and will also make another like thing to cover the latch in the door so the door doesn't lock behind them. Cover the latch in the door and close the door.
Okay.
And then just kind of like blinks at Kaya for a second. And then looks to everybody else with this like, you seen any weird shit?
Cosmic is inspecting one of the walls. You see that Alme is looking around and just turns back and goes, are you guys okay?
I don't think she is.
Look, I'm fine. I'll be alright. I just gotta.
Didn't we have a conversation about you lying to me?
I'm not lying to you. I'm still, like, here, aren't I? Still walk. and talk and-
Physically okay, but very clearly, and just like gestures to the entirety of Kaya.
You just gestured at all of me.
That's because you're more fucked up than you normally are in the brain right now. And you're lying to
Normally,
me.
What the fuck? Well, first
I-
of all, I'm a little offended.
I am fucked up in the brain. I can call anybody else out and being fucked up in the brain. It's a privilege you get with the downsides.
Look, all I just saw shit. Alright?
Saw shit? Saw shit like demon shit? Or saw shit like dream shit?
Sorta dream shit. I just kind of like remembered stuff, but also not remembered. Like it didn't actually happen, and it wasn't first person.
And I'm
It was-
assuming since you had to come back in and immediately sit down, not good things.
I wouldn't know. In fact, I'd fucking call it bad shit.
So that's what the demon child does. Cool.
Yeah, no one look into the fucking shadows. I went looking for a wall. I saw shit I don't want to see. Don't recommend it. Don't do it.
Cosmic walks over and then, like, sits next to Kaya. And, or not sits, but, like, takes a knee and will be like, what did you see?
She's gonna look over to Talme and Cassidy. Just like tilt her head a little bit, and then just like shrug as she just like, all right. Remember the race on the hyperlane?
I remember hearing about it. Cosmic just nods.
I kind of saw it again, but this time I wasn't on the bike. I was just, it was like I was a fucking spectator standing on the hyperlane, and kind of ended up seeing one of the Terabyte people knock us off the bike, and then we all went. Me and Getty just went, spiraling into space, away from the station. Into the cold, fucking vast space, and probably to our death. Not
Wait.
a comfortable feeling.
Do you have a phobia of space?
No. I mean, I don't. I didn't until, I don't know. To be fair, space is pretty fucking scary. I didn't consider it scary at
It's
all until I
okay.
just witnessed, an alternate.
Wait. Nobody's like fucking accusing you of anything. It's just information that I did not know.
I'm not scared of space. I mean, I used to be on the fucking solar panels, It's just more so seeing, yourself and your friend get fucking launched off into space with no tether, no nothing, off into the fucking who the fuck knows where, with no one to save you, That is unsettling, and considering how fucking cold it felt, yeah,
So
didn't fucking like it.
You saw a vision or something?
Vision, hallucination, whatever the fuck. Didn't enjoy it. Don't recommend it. None of you look into the fucking shadows, alright?
You don't have to tell me twice. Cosmic just nods like, okay, I am not gonna look into the fucking shadows.
Yeah, don't.
What about the door that goes into the shadows? Legacy says as she starts rounding the corner towards the question mark door.
Oh my. Alright, look, that door. Who the fuck knows where that fucking goes? Who the fuck, what if that just goes into the more fucking shadows and you're gonna see or interact with demon child, whatever the fuck, or more shit?
Well, I already said I was going to kick the fucking thing if I saw it. And I have this screwdriver, and apparently Cosmic wants to shoot something while he's here.
Cosmic holds up his hand and be like, I don't want to shoot something, I just will. But only if it's a demon child.
Jesus Christ, Cosmic.
He looks at Kaya and he just looks disappointed, like, oh, I thought I had good trigger discipline.
I don't know what the fuck is going on here. It's like Dreamer level bullshit, but it's not the Dreamer.
Well, it's tried to eat my boyfriend, so we're gonna have to deal with whatever it is. She's like, kind of like, very lightly just kind of knocks on the question mark door.
Yeah, but hold on.
Knock on it?
Shouldn't we go
Yes.
down? Look, hold on. She's gonna fucking yank Legacy back before she can fucking touch the door. Look, before you go fucking triggering a fucking, I don't know, unskippable cutscene. That's what Lynn said, right? I think I'm using that term correctly. Anyway, she points to the other end of the hallway. Shouldn't we? They said they were in the storage room, right? Shouldn't we, follow that, try to meet up with them?
I would say yes, but thus far, all of the, choices in this place that have seemed logical have just led to, more bullshit like this. She, gestures vaguely. I don't know that even,
into the bullshit?
I don't know that, following some things that label storage for this place probably just continues to take us further the fuck away from storage.
So you want to go into the shadow room?
I don't want to go in anywhere. I just want to open the door right now.
Just gonna turn to the rest of them. Just like, you guys got opinion on this?
Cosmic shakes his head, and Talmay says, I would think going to storage makes sense, but I also am not seeing visions. So I feel like you should have more of a vote than me.
Cassidy just now takes her head away from her phone. Like, I'm sorry, did you say something?
Hold on, does she get reception?
No, probably. I assume
Okay.
not. But
No.
she's on her phone more as a I'm not looking up from this until I leave this hellhole.
She's got
So she just
blinders
listens.
on.
Yeah. Like if I look at my phone, I will not see the demon child, even if they're
Correct.
right in front of me.
Exactly.
What did she
If
say
she doesn't
again?
see it, it's not there. She basically was just like, I'm sorry, did you say something?
Legacy just like leans around the corner and stares at Cassidy, and then shakes her head. And looks towards like Talmain Media. I don't know why you fucking brought her, and then continues back towards the door again.
He's a friend, and then follows after. Media, meanwhile, I'm going to take advantage of the absentee PC, is wandering around looking at stuff and following her instinct. You're going to the question mark door again?
She just wants to knock on it and see if anything happens first.
Are you gonna knock on it? Are you gonna let her knock on it this time, Kaya?
She's gonna retie the cable around her waist.
Just
You
I
don't
guess
get a
he-
fucking choice.
fucking
Or-
god damn it!
You are walking towards the door, and then all of a sudden you get lassoed by a cable. Then you get yanked back for a second, and then you're free to walk up and knock on it this time, but you have that cable tied to your waist again.
Putting a tracker on me. Now you're wanting to put a cable on me. I'm not a fucking pet. Knocks on door.
No, you're my fucking friend. I don't want you to die.
You knock on the door like. A long pause. Nothing seems to happen. All is quiet.
Slowly opens the door.
Why are you opening the fucking door?
You open the door, and inside you see.
I will remind you. Essentially, it just for the record, anytime Legacy opens the door, it is very much in the very slow inch by inch manner that she is ready to slam it closed again the moment she doesn't like something.
Any sudden noise, Kaya's yanking on that fucking cable.
The only noise you hear is the creak of the door that goes like way too long. But Legacy, as you poke your eye around the corner, you don't see anything. You open the door a little bit more, still don't see anything. Open the door a little bit further. You can see that this room is some kind of library or study or office of some kind, but there's, again, no one in here.
So is this from the viewpoint of the door, or is that door
Yes.
on the back the door that we're coming through?
This is the viewpoint of the door you are poking your head through.
Legacy just like pauses for a second, staring into the door with it like only like partially open, and then she kind of straightens up. I don't think I've ever seen this many books before. Just throws the door open fully.
Door's all the way open. Kaya, you can see that this room is a like dead ass. It's a certifiable library.
And I'm guessing does not make sense with the roof floor.
Not at all. Like you can eyeball it. You if you want to get an exact measurement, you can roll for it, but eyeballing it, you're looking at it and you're like, nope.
I want an exact. Okay, I want an exact measurement.
Okay. Roll roll me a clever check, and you can add your engineering. And I believe if you have your station infrastructure thing,
Mhm.
you can add that as well.
I also get advantage from my origin.
There you go.
for station infrastructure. So I add engineering and station infrastructure?
No, sorry. You
Which
add your
one?
engineering, and then your station infrastructure gives you advantage. So it's
Yeah.
advantage with whatever your addition is.
Okay. Give me the measurement.
All right. So
Give me something.
you are able to determine that with this, the dimensions of this room, you look. It just instantly the door swings all the way open, and you're like, no, nope, nope, nope. This is cheating. This is broken. Everything about this room is broken. It's not working. It would have to be. You would have seen it. You would have easily seen the room. There's another door in here, in the direction that is opposite of the way you were walking. No, there's not like a hidden entire section of hallway and building that is somehow obstructed by shadow. No. Just no.
What? Yeah, no. No. Mm.
Legacy is making a beeline for that desk.
Yeah, no, this is fucking impossible.
Well, that's exactly why I wanted to go fucking look at this, because apparently everything in this is just fucking Fantasyland. There's a book open, so I'm gonna see what it is.
Yeah, no, but this fucking room should be protruding out at least 10 feet past where the fucking shadows fucking start. Not to mention where the fuck that fucking door leads. Like, look at the height of this room. It's gotta be like molding on the other side that would stick out from the fucking shot. Like, yeah, no, this fucking, I don't know where the fuck this is. What the fuck? No, this isn't fucking, this is fucking cheap. You have any idea how much
Kaya,
fucking go on real estate? Just
Kaya.
fucking making little
Kaya, shut up.
I'm getting my fucking, like, laser grid out for this shit. I'm making a blueprint of this place.
Have fun with that. I'm pretty sure that will just put you into the insane asylum. Focus on finding things. Because I feel like we're not leaving until we find things.
So you're making a beeline for that desk, Legacy?
Yep.
Okay. You make a beeline for that desk. On the desk, there's a note. Not, or rather, I say note. It's another torn out journal entry.
What in the Resident Evil?
What in the Slender Man?
What in the Sam hell?
And just for the record, I was not yelling at you, Amy. That was Legacy
yeah,
being
I
like,
know.
Kaya is spiraling.
Oh yeah, no, because she is. She's stressed out. This is impossible.
Focus! Slaps Kaya.
This helps
Look at me.
fucking build the station. Do you have any idea how useful this would be if architecture could work like this? This is the fucking TARDIS.
The entire planet Earth would be able to fit on the station.
Exactly.
Okay. Mysterious Journal Entry 3.
This is where it starts to
January?
get fucky. Yep, because it's a you're finding them in the order they're meant to be found, but chronologically they are not in that order.
Okay. Experiments prove consistently inconsistent. That's great. Some subjects will die, others will prosper. The bodies grow every day. I wonder when security will get suspicious. Johan, I'm sorry. I'm trying, but it isn't easy. How many people do I need? Not that it matters. I have plenty. I have all that I need. I have Marjorie. I even have my son. I crossed outward can pay any price. Crossed out like in fucking Sharpie so I can't read it, or crossed out and I could try to make something out.
You can try to make something out. Roll me a clever check.
Straight or conspiracy?
Great.
Straight. I have a free boost from that inspiration. I'm gonna use it. There you go.
Damn. Okay. Will.
I will can pay any price.
assuming it's a
will
name?
pay any price instead of can.
Oh.
So he wrote, I will, and then crossed it out and wrote, I can pay any price,
Okay.
as if to dissuade
Ah.
himself of the notion.
Huh, okay.
Legacy like reads it out loud. She hits the Johann part, and you see her like blink, like put the paper away from her for a second, put it under the light, pick it up again. Yeah, that's Johann. Continues to read.
Legacy, roll me a clever check and add your conspiracy bonus to this.
And I got another pep to spend. Good thing I did.
So you notice that there are other papers sitting on the desk aside from the one that you grabbed. There's a stack full of paper. There's not a stack full of papers. There is a probably 3 or 4 extra pages of paperwork that are thrown to the side. This one stood out to you. The rest didn't immediately jump out at you right away. But now that you're up close to the desk, when did these get there? You know what I mean?
She will circle around to the back of the desk, kind of where the chair is, and just start going through them.
Okay. So the first thing you notice is the date and time of these coincide with the Third Corporate War, which you, Legacy, would know that the Third Corporate War is what crippled your lungs. You also notice that the dates and times of these coincide very conspicuously with both 1, your birth, and 2, your young childhood. These span a number of years that would go from your birth to around age 6 or 7 of your life. And we're going to jump to Lockhart. Whoop. If anyone needs to take a break to take a quick piss or get some water, feel free to.
Do you need to take a
No.
break?
I have a wireless headset. I've been getting water this whole time.
A wireless headset supremacy.
Let's fucking go.
Could we take a 5-minute break?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Lockhart, you're gonna need it.
Yeah, that's kind of why I
Uh-oh.
want to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like,
I'm
oh
going
man.
I'm gonna take a quick walk through the apartment. I'll be right back.
Zombie level, zombie level.
And I
So
will
I just-
point out that Legacy 100% expects all the rest of them to be looking at these fucking bookshelves.
Oh yeah. Once you snapped Kaya out of the impossibility of this shit and her fucking rant, she's like, okay, yeah, okay. Just, you know what? Yeah, just accept it. Weird shit's happening. Just gonna roll with it.
You have to come at it with the Legacy mentality.
Oh, so essentially, so it's kind of flip flop from the Fate Spinner encounter. Where Kaya was just like, okay, sure. And now Legacy is being the one that's like, okay, sure.
Legacy's already faced a fucking monster in a sewer. She's the seasoned monster ghost person in this group now. The coward that she is.
Oh.
very excited to see all of the theories that I'm going to put into Iris's brain and drive her mad with. Iris has rampant conspiracy brain, so
Yeah, Iris actually has the IRL +2 conspiracy.
it's
In
great.
fact, I'd even say +3. Oofs.
Just amused because I could hear the moments I'm having to like keep Joe on his toes.
There's every so often it's just like, okay, I've got all this planned out, and there's no way that they can surprise. What are you doing?
Why are you going on Kaya's shoulders?
Why are you? What do you expect to gain from this? Okay. All right. Roll this. Yes.
Why do you need a magnet?
Why do you need a magnet?
I was not wrong in that was an idea to have.
Oh no, you absolutely were not wrong. I just very much... I'm just happy that Kaya can just be the fucking Dora the Explorer's backpack. She
Or
was
the
meant to
explorer's
be.
backpack who accidentally gets like horrible PTSD from her space adventure.
Yeah, that was fucking... That was like... That was... As of 2 days ago, 1 year ago.
Yeah, great. Isn't that great? Isn't that great?
The racing session where we raced in space was on March 1st, 2022.
It's your anniversary. It's your anniversary race session. The trauma's still there.
What the fuck? I don't want to think about that possibility of just like, yeah, what if they just kicked her off? What if they kicked her first? Before she fucking got him with the fucking first aid kit.
We should mount that fucking first aid kit on the fucking wall in the apartment.
She has more than one. She has like 3, I think.
It's like, I imagine, just like in cartoon style, I imagine a fucking like tin first aid kit that has like a face in it.
Mm-hmm. It has a fucking, it's white with like a red cross.
Mm-hmm. Perfect outline of the man she just cracked across his skull.
That was the one on her bike. Oh my god.
I am back.
I also appreciate that the Talls have just accepted that Legacy will turn around and be like, ladder now. No argument.
Legacy has an idea. The idea requires that she gets like 3 vertical feet high. Lift holds out arms. I require lift.
Holds out arms.
Well, see,
What?
at least she asks Kaya and would ask Lockhart. Marcus at this point just has to deal.
Marcus doesn't get a choice.
Marcus is ladder.
That's what being a significant other means.
Mm-hmm.
Significant ladder.
Yeah, this honestly just shows of just like, yeah, how touchy the roommates are. And just like, yeah, just fucking grab each other. Need lift versus she's about to pounce on Bengetti, grab her in midair. Just just pick her up.
It's a fucking
She's
miracle that she has only actually hit Minghetti once.
Just because every other time Lockhart and Kaya contain their respective chihuahuas.
There's a lot of non-DM intervention.
Yeah.
So, Lockhart.
Wait, quick thing before
Mhm.
we continue.
Mm-hmm.
Z, I hate how right you are on the comment you made a couple days ago of me having to play the stoic one and also being here like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I pointed out that she is the wrong person to be playing the wrong character in this. Like, it really should be me or Amy to play the stoic one in this. And also, it's going to be made worse because I'm going to be... She's not had to deal with a bunch of scary shit yet.
Mm-mm.
You don't know the DMs I'm about to start sending her.
Oh,
I am like legitimately hyped up right now. Okay, so I play games in the dark. I am considering putting my light on right now.
you are forbidden from putting your light on.
Iris not going to get sleep tonight.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh, don't look in the shadows too long.
I am a fucking coward, okay?
Let me pull up another Chrome tab here so that I can just start finding some fun pictures.
Oh boy.
Z, I swear. Maybe if I just turn this music off, that'll help, you know.
And ruin your immersion?
So, Lockhart,
Yeah.
you and Marcus are moving through the next room.
Yay.
Yeah. So, you open the door to storage room B. It goes into the immediate opening, gives you, or puts you at the entrance to a hallway, which you walk down for a little bit. There's no windows or doors. It is a featureless hallway, which leads to another set of double doors. These double doors you open. Are you opening them in like a careful way, or are you just gonna swing it open and just go for it?
Carefully. Like, I'll listen to the door first.
We're playing that
Okay.
one video game that you play, Joe.
Yeah.
That's nice. I was mind of that second too, actually.
So you put your ear to the door, you listen for a second. You don't hear anything. It's quiet. You slowly push the door. This is much like a cafeteria door. It is like a push and pull, like two, not double jointed, but like double hinged door. But you push into it, and you are met with this image.
Wait, what? My headphones cut out for just 1 second. All I hear are the reactions.
You see this picture that we have been swapped over to? That's
No,
what Lockhart sees.
Oh. Good luck. Have fun.
ELHF. So you open the door and you are greeted with the stare, the eyeless, faceless stare of throngs of mannequins. And you notice, without even having to look closely, these aren't just mannequins. These are cybernetics. These are something akin to, not cyborgs, but almost like amalgamated cybernetics, like a cybernetic torso, cybernetic legs, cybernetic arms, all attached in tandem to one another, daisy-chained together in such that they make a whole body. At least the ones that are complete make a whole body. You can see that there are some that are missing pieces. And Marcus is behind you, hasn't said anything. You get the impression that he's probably stunned silent. Lockhart, you have the thing that makes you immune to fear, right?
Yes, yes, I do.
For the duration
But Iris does not.
for the duration of your time in this room, you are no longer immune to fear, but you will have advantage on any checks related to fear.
You fucker. Okay. Cool. Great. So there's one that's closed in the corner. You know what?
There
You know
are
what? Hang on. Let me rephrase this. This is sorry, reframing my head here. Uh threat assessment, make sure there's no living things in this group.
go for it.
Thanks.
Do you want to boost this roll?
Do I? Kinda.
You have a whole bunch of
there's
prep
lot
that
of-
refreshes every session, so.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I say go for it.
Oh, sorry for the advantage. Didn't mean to do that.
22. That's fine because I won't count it won't count the 2 anyway, so I'll give you the 22.
Yeah.
So 22 for your threat assessment. So, to make sure that I am understanding your specific request, you were assessing whether or not there were any living threats in the room.
Anything moving.
You said anything living.
Fuck you.
But I will
Fine.
give you for free, there's also nothing moving. For a 22, you step into the room and there is a heavy, thick silence that befalls you and Marcus and the mannequin. And as you sit there and feel this palpable silence, you pause for a moment and just your eyes dart to as many as you can count. You count over 40.
Holy shit.
You are very much subsumed in a sea of bodies. Upright. Not all complete. In fact, they're not even bodies so much as they are surrogates. Representations of bodies. But none of them are moving. None of them are living. And you feel not safe, but satisfied that you can continue into the room.
Holding it together, Marcus.
Marcus is behind you and is... just roll. He is not holding it together. He is like, you can hear the slight chattering of teeth, and then you see his hand push his jaw to the roof of his mouth. The chattering stops. And he just goes, mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have anything to put light in here.
Lockhart, you gave your phone to Kaya, remember?
Yeah, I know.
There's a Larry on Marcus's arm, though.
There is
Oh,
a
yeah.
Larry.
There's a Larry who is learning a lot.
You wouldn't
So-
happen to have a flashlight function, would you?
Larry hovers over and just goes, I do. And then immediately just spotlight comes up. Much like the image you see before you, the spotlight illuminates a conical section of the many plethora of mannequins that exist in this room.
Don't know if that's any better or not. can I see a door on any of the walls, like above or past these mannequins?
You can see that the walls extend in the directions. So, like, the walls extend this way, almost like a elongated hallway.
Okay. Any I see a clothed one here, so that's why I'm kind of like curious on that.
Every so often, you will see one like that. Amongst
Okay.
the crowd of them, there are ones that have clothing. There are some that don't. Or there are many that don't, but some that do.
Because if you noticed, I'll just also point out that one also technically has some clothing on.
Mm-hmm.
It's dark, but yeah, I guess you're right. I'll start wading my way through, and I'll comment to them to stay close.
Mm-hmm. You comment to Marcus to stay close. He does not hesitate. He will stay as close to you as possible. Lockhart, roll me 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, before you roll it,
Oh, well, too late.
that's fine, actually. So, as you are walking, you did give your phone away, remember?
Mm-hmm.
How would Lockhart feel if she felt a buzz in her pocket, like her phone went off? Mm-hmm.
She would be confused, but she'd pull it out if it's there.
You reach into your pocket, and you pull out a phone. One that you don't recognize. But you know the message is for you. You flip open the phone. This is an old phone. It's about as old as a flip phone is for us now. And as you flip it open, you see a single text message on there. From Johan. Not from Ben Getty. This is very explicitly a text from a contact number saved as Johan. And it says, "Where are you?"
With the periods at the end of each word?
No.
Okay. I will look to Marcus and Larry, who I assume are still behind me.
They are.
Is this some kind of prank?
Marcus looks at the phone and looks at Lockhart and just shakes his head in confusion and just goes, what's the prank? That's just a phone.
This isn't mine. Kaya has my phone. Yet this was in my pocket.
Then Larry says, "Then whose phone?" and points to the phone.
I don't want to do this, but this is what my instinct's telling me to do. Gonna call the number.
You call the number, Okay. All right. You call the number.
Wait,
Uh-huh.
no, never mind. Continue.
Okay, I was about to say no, you don't, because I was about to say like motherfucker, it's too late. You fucking rang the number, so you're going down this pathway now. So you call the number.
I don't put it up to my head, by the way. I'm kind of expecting it to connect to someone in this room. It's kind of the expectation here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, someone is obviously in this room and is fucking with me.
You call the phone number from the flip phone in your pocket. You hear the distant like brrrr, 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 brrrr. Hello? Locke? Where are you? Yeah.
Johan?
Locke?
Yeah, I'm here. What?
Where are you?
We
I've been sitting at home for like hours and no one's. It's been a long time since you all went to investigate that house. Where is everybody at?
we're still here. How long has it been? We've only been here, what, an hour maybe?
Okay, well, that can't be true. It's been hours, like 12 hours.
No, we just got here.
Fuck do you mean no? It's been 12 hours. I'm looking at a clock right now. It's 7 p.m.
Oh. I think there's. Are you sure
Do you
your
need me to
clock
come
is
and get
correct?
you or some shit? Do you need me to call a taxi or a cab or something?
No, we're still here. We'll be. We got kind of stuck
Where
in.
are you?
We are at this house somewhere in. This was in Voyager, right?
Yes.
We're at this house in Voyager. Something. It's weird. We're a
Okay,
little
but like,
lost
where in Voyager?
I'll,
You want to give him the address?
yeah, I'll give him the address.
Fucking no!
Don't.
What?
You dumbass!
Hang on. I won't give him the address.
You
I'll
won't.
say no. I will say. Look, we'll try and get out of here as quickly as we can. If I think we're fine. Don't worry. Okay?
Locke, if you go disappearing on me, I'm not gonna have anybody else. Where are you? There's no one here. Everyone is away.
Oh.
I will give you the address, but just wait till I call you back, okay? Or just wait a couple days.
Couple dies?
Something is going on here, and it's really fucky.
There's a pause. He says, "Where are you?"
Fucking, I'll give him the address.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh no.
We're gonna have to go on a mission and find Vengetti and save him from the Hell House.
You think he's patient?
Wait a couple days. Don't come here until then. Promise me that.
Okay, I won't come to the house for a couple days, I guess. How many days? 2? 5? Like 7?
Give us 24 hours, okay? From now.
1 day.
There?
Fair.
If you don't hear from us, and you do end up coming here, just be careful, okay? Be prepared, however you can.
Okay. I'll do what I can. I guess. I don't like going outside the house. I don't like going outside the house, but
And you don't have to.
you... I know I don't have to go outside the house, but, like, there's a lot at stake.
Is there something else I'm missing?
No, it's just everyone's gone. Just me.
I thought you liked your privacy.
Privacy and solitude are two different things. Look, I'll leave you to your business, whatever it takes it for however long at the house. Just let me know if you end up figuring shit out and leave it.
I'll keep you informed, okay?
Lockhart, roll me threat assessment.
That's not what they want to hear right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm boosting this. That's a low roll.
That was a good boost.
That is a
Yeah.
necessary boost because you did succeed. You say that to Ben Getty, and then as you say that, you hear a crash like as something smacks a just. It sounds like somebody knocked over a series of mannequins, and you hear the clattering and banging and crashing of a bunch of different parts and pieces of mannequins.
What? Where? What do I see? What? Turning, looking for it.
You don't see anything. You just heard it.
Okay.
the distance.
Johan, something's going on. I'll call you back.
What? What's going on?
This weird room with mannequins. I don't know.
Mannequins?
Just hang up. He's gonna keep asking questions.
Where
I
are you in
don't
the room with
know.
mannequins?
It's in that house.
It's all about this house.
I'm
Is this a
telling
really
you, it's
important house?
fucked. Apparently, yes.
You hear it again.
I gotta go.
Okay, but like, well, how long? You said a day, right? Just a day?
Yes. I'm trying to scan around while I have the phone up to my ear, scanning.
Roll me threat assessment, but roll clever instead of your toughness.
God.
Boost again, bitch.
Eight. So you're not boosting? Okay.
Yeah.
So you hear again the loud crashing and clattering. That's 3 strikes you've heard. Lock?
I'm still scanning, but I'm listening. But I'm trying to scan more, paying attention to my surroundings.
Mm-hmm. What is going on with this house? Oh, do I need to, like, fucking get someone? I don't know a lot of people. I don't know a lot of people who could help right now. You're all at this fucking house. Where is everyone?
We got separated. Johan, I gotta go.
Okay, well, fucking, I guess good luck. I don't know. Shit. You hear from behind you Marcus saying, "Hang up!"
Thank you, Marcus.
Just fucking hang up already.
She'll whisper, "Be safe," and then hang up.
You say, "Be safe."
Yep.
And you hear Ben Getty say, "Beat it!" Click. Okay. Roll me another threat assessment.
With clever or tough?
Why is
Tough.
Ben Getty rolling?
Sorry, that should not be a Ben Getty roll. There we go.
There we go.
Fucking plot twist is Ben Getty making the fucking noise.
13. Okay. So, oh, I gotta roll for Marcus too. Lockhart. Pick a number 1 to 10. You don't have to roll.
6.
Okay. So, you hear the crashing and clattering again of what sounds like 5 to 6 mannequins being thrashed, hit, and knocked over. Look, as you are, or as you hear that most recent crash and clatter, you see in front of you a big, like, parting of the sea of mannequins break apart and are scattered to pieces along the floor. Before you, Lockhart, you see this.
What? Why? 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 This is bullshit.
That's why you should have fucking run.
Lockhart, roll me a tough check. You can add your hand to this.
Can I add the bare bones? Or no?
No, not for
Okay.
this.
Just making sure.
Wow.
It's a red alert.
No.
You read from the darkness, from the sea of mannequins. You now notice as Red smashes 5 mannequins aside with his left arm and parts the forest of bodies to get to you. He reaches out a hand. You immediately throw up your left hand and pat it, like deflect it. He throws up his right hand to grab your throat, and you deflect it again and grab his wrist, and it becomes a deadlock. Your arms each interlocking with one another, and then you hear his voice as he says in a really broken tone, "I found you." And now we're going to cut back to Legacy and Prue.
He can fucking talk.
He can now.
Okay, mute yourself, Iris, as you're having your mental breakdown.
Legacy, you were in the middle of having your own mental breakdown as you saw the vestiges of some part of your childhood on the tabletop of this library, which let me. Whoop. There we go.
So she's seen the dates, but what's actually like on the papers?
So, on a cursory inspection of the papers, Legacy sees these are expenditures, bills, expense reports. They are expenditures for various different types of chemicals. You can see that these chemicals, there is a mixture of different types. Some of them are predominantly medical in their use. Others are predominantly non-medical, for lack of a better term. You sift through the notes. Roll me a clever check. No conspiracy bonus on this one, but I will give you advantage, considering your history.
Gonna boost 2. 'Cause I still have a few left. Not many, but a few. There we go.
Okay. So, you're looking through these chemicals in these papers. You notice something. There's a familiar name on here. Aside from the fact... Well, actually, no, you didn't know this yet. So there's a few familiar names on here. The chief of which is at the top of the page. This is an expense report for Tetsuo, as they are purchasing chemicals. For what purpose it is beyond you, though you can hazard guesses as to what the purpose is, given the time frame for which these purchases take place. It's also worth noting that a second name that appears on these documents is... What is it? I don't actually know the name of this company offhand. I think it's Hergat.
Lao.
Yes, Hergat Lao.
How the fuck
The
do you
chemical
know that?
company. The pharmaceutical giant. Oh, also to answer your question, Marcus was behind Lockhart during all of that.
The Hergatz Lao is in the major corporations
Ah,
thing.
thank you. I have found it.
Yes.
Thank you.
So you see the Hergatz Lao logo. They've been a corporation on the station for many years. They were in existence before the station existed.
Are they considered to be one of the quote-unquote cartel companies?
Correct, they are.
Okay. Oh. And all of the papers seem to just be expense reports.
Yes, and they detail out expenses for chemicals that many of which you know are toxic.
Legacy just kind of shuffles through the first couple, like scanning them really quickly, and then it clicks, and then she stops and goes back to the first one and skims it a little bit closer. And Kaya would probably recognize that she kind of gets that very calm, focused body language that is not scared. It is that very cold rage that she enters into.
What is your cool defense legacy?
An 8.
8?
Mm-hmm.
So as you are reading these chemical lists and as you are sifting through this information, you are having these flashbacks, and they seem a bit more tangible than they normally do. These, I say flashbacks, it's more like memories. It's more tangible than just a brief glimpse. You, in your own mind, are thrown back to a time when you lived with your parents. You and your brother living on Earth. And there's a very tangible memory of you running into the kitchen and staring up at your mom and looking around. And this memory is broken, though, as you ask your mom, like, hey, this is a memory of when you were very young, for example. Something like when you were maybe 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is like, you're asking your mom, like, I'm hungry. Can I have something to eat? And your mother turns around and she is wearing a full poison-resistant inoculant gas mask. And your father comes in, also wearing the same thing. And you can't quite understand their words. And this is a memory you know you've had. This is not something that is foreign to you. But you can't hear what they're saying. And then there is this moment where they pause and they look outside and you hear the whistling sound of something, followed by the sudden panicked movement of 2 parents in worry for their child as they rush to you, shield you with their own bodies, and throw a gas mask onto your own face. But you know it's not quite put on correctly. And as you have this flashback, you are looking to Kaya for this affirmation of some kind. And there is a seed of hatred that you find welled deep within you. It's always been there, but now it feels more easily within reach. Kaya, you see for a moment Legacy getting this 1,000-yard stare.
I imagine she was looking at the bookshelf and she found one. She turned to Legacy, sees this, and she just like freezes. Legs? Hey. You alright?
I don't know, do I fucking hear her?
Hmm?
Do I hear her?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
It is a distant echo, but you do hear your friend.
Lacey's jaw just clenches. She kind of shakes her head slightly. And see her kind of fingers tapping the table like she is trying to refocus herself for a second. She looks back down at the papers and starts stacking them into a very neat and tidy little stack. I am fine. Fine.
I'd like to politely call bullshit on that. What's going on? What do you got? You need to sit down for a sec?
Nope. Just getting reminders about things.
Remind us about...
And she'll just pick up the papers, adding it to the stack that she is starting to carry around, apparently. Kind of waves them at Kaya. Chemical warfare.
Shit. Are you sure? You're... Look, I don't know if you're, like, actually fine, or if you're just saying that, because, you know, that's a thing people do sometimes.
I'm about as fine as I always am, just a little more urged that I wish I could stab a particular person again.
Right. You want me to hang on to those for you?
She'll kind of
By
look.
hang on. Sorry, is Kaya talking about the papers or
Yeah.
what? Okay, that was it. Sorry.
Yeah. Like, he'll just kind of like look at him again and just like shrug and walk over to Kaya. Like, you got somewhere that are gonna be safe in your bag, I guess.
Oh. Out of sight, out of mind. Well, not really out of mind, but... You seem real tense, you know?
She just kind of like lifts a hand up and kind of scratches absently at the metal at the front of her throat. And just like wooden shouldered shrug. Not much that she can say.
Alright. Kaya's gonna take the papers and just, like, open up, like, a side pocket in her fucking tool bag. Where she keeps her fucking OSHA manual. And puts the papers in there before she zips it up. Like, alright, look, let's just focus on getting out of here and finding the others, right? We can look into this and figure out how to give them hell with it later, right?
Find anything interesting on the shelves? Anybody?
DM, yeah. Find anything interesting?
As she also turns to scan the nearest shelf.
Cassidy, are you looking on the shelves?
Sure.
Okay, Cassidy. So you flip through some of the books on the shelves. You find two distinct things, or potentially one of two distinct things. Roll me 2d6. Just 2d6. Okay. You find a book that has no title to it, but on the cover shows a picture of a cornucopia filled with food and boons. Good energy, as it were. But there's something about this book that strikes you in a way. It has a kind of positivity to it. And as you sift through it, you start to piece together that this is a book that details out things. It's ordered chronologically, but it details out things that, as you have read it, are things that have yet to be.
Like future things, you mean?
Mhm.
Like Nostradamus book is what you have found.
Yeah.
This is a book that is written in an epic style poem, but it details out events of the future.
Anything interesting?
It's hard to parse because it is so heavily poetic and metaphorical. But if there's something you'd like to know, you could maybe find it.
Mm. And I mean, are they just like major events? I assume.
It depends. Major events in terms of the history of the world, or in terms of the history of a country, or in terms of your own life.
Like exactly like that. They're not personal details. They're
As
larger.
far as you can tell, it's not personal, but you haven't looked through the whole book.
Okay, well, I will. Cassidy will just share what she found with everyone.
Any names in there
Um,
you recognize?
No names, no explicit names, but there are descriptors that heavily imply the names of people involved. There are descriptors that heavily imply some of the CEOs of companies. There are descriptors that heavily imply some of the people you may know in your immediate vicinity.
She would be interested given the information she has, even though she doesn't know what Legacy found. She would try to find out who the next CEO of Hergatz Lao is or would be.
So, you would find that the next CEO of Hergatz Lao is three things. It is someone who is in power. So it's almost like a prophecy. The next person to inherit Hergatz Liao would be someone who is already in power. It would be someone who has been many people. And it would be someone who has already passed.
Hmm. Okay.
Does
Sorry, I'm
Cassidy
writing it down.
share what she is looking at or looking for, or no?
She wouldn't share specifically that like she looked to that, but she will share the book and see if anyone else wants to take a peek at it.
Anyone else who looks would also see similar sort of prophetic and vague things. It depends on what you're looking for in specific, what you find.
That's some bullshit. Mm.
Think
Can
of it
you
like
find
this.
anything about the dreamers?
You can. I will say you can pick a single subject and you can learn something about that subject from me.
Each of us?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll take the dreamer one.
Can Iris join in so she doesn't get left out of the fucking prophecy here?
Iris is gonna get her whole own shit. No, Iris is gonna have this too.
What about Talme and
honest-
Cosmic?
To be honest, I don't want anything. I'm happy with what I have currently.
Act as if all of our clues aren't going to be just foisted onto Iris.
Yeah, what about Talme and Cosmic?
What
Can
about
they look up
media?
shit? Yeah, media.
Yeah, media.
Media can have one. That Media's is so juicy. Media just goes, whoa, and doesn't share it with anyone until Media returns.
You
Bruh.
bastard.
But I will say that Talme and Cosmic, they will get their own secret about their own curiosities. Because on a meta level, you know what to ask questions about. They don't.
I don't.
Cosmic is in the group chat.
Cosmic is in the group chat.
Yeah, he's in on the know. I wouldn't understand if Tommy isn't.
Yeah, Cosmic has been filled in on most everything at this point.
Cosmic has been here since what, session 5?
True.
He's...
But Cosmic hasn't been involved in the interworkings of some of the things.
He wanted to be, that's why he got the down low on everything, and then fussed at Legacy for not being involved, so he's been informed of everything now.
Yeah.
This is true. This is true. I will give. All right, hold on. Let me roll for it. I'll just freaking roll for it.
Yeah, he wants to be in the know, so we put him in the know. He's in the group chat.
Hey, so he's going to get. Let me see. Let me look at my list of things to remember. Okay. So Cosmic will get his thing. Talme will get her own thing. But you have Kaya who wants to know about the Dreamers. Or get some information about the Dreamers. Legacy, what do you want? It can be any subject.
I don't know. Trying to think of what you would consider to be most pressing at the moment.
How the fuck do we get out?
She doesn't care about that because she has that nice little sliver of false confidence and bravado of like, I'm smart enough, I'll figure this out.
Can I change my answer to how do we get out?
Don't worry, Talme picked that one.
Okay, good. It's like someone
Talme
has
picked,
to.
like, how the fuck do we get out of this haunted house?
Fucking monster house.
You forget. Legacy is very smart, but also she is not very smart at moments. That is her Achilles heel.
What? What do you want?
I want to hear what Kaya gets from Dreamers first. While I think.
You can think. You can think. I will give you time to think. What Kaya gets from Dreamers, I will say you get. You're gonna get 3 distinct things. These are going to be heavily, or not heavily metaphorical, but they're going to be formed in a more poetic sort of way. So I'm not going to just say outright the thing that you get. Does that make sense?
Okay, it's just written out for me to copy and paste. Because if not, I need you to slow down while you.
I will.
figure it out.
It is not written out. I will slow down and I will tell you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. So, I will tell you.
Wait, is this like a paragraph format or bullet points? Let me know
Bullet
before
points.
we start.
Bullet
Thank you.
points.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got 3 bullet points.
Okay.
And you want to know about the dreamers.
Mm-hmm.
The first bullet point can be there are. I will keep this one simple. There are 5 dreamers. 5 distinct dreamers. The second one will be the dreamers were inspired by tragedy. And the third will be. Let me think of a way to make this like super not obvious.
You gotta remember, I'm not that smart. It can be obvious.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not that smart either.
Okay, as long as we're in this together.
So the third will be dreamers are not the end.
You want to give me more detail on any of those?
You could say the end / the goal / the reason.
So dreamers are not the end / the goal / the reason.
Correct.
You want to give me even more detail on any of those?
No.
Fuck.
No, I don't think I shall.
Leans into the mic, whispers, "Fuck." Ah, shit, guys.
Ah, shit. I thought I'd get more clues.
Legacy, do you have yours?
She's. So I wanted to say Joseph Diego at first, but she's like feels like she kind of knows what's going on with him. As much as she hates him, she. Fuck it, she's going for the brain shit.
Okay. So you're asking about the brain.
Not the brain / like the brain stuff. The what was it, Hex Project?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, the music did stop in case that mattered.
That does matter. I want my music. More.
You can right click and just put it on
Yeah.
loop.
Shut up. So, you want to know about the Hex Project?
Can I ask a clarifying question about the Hex Project of like what we know first?
Sure.
So like we know the Hex Project is the brain stuff. Was there any implication that it was also the clone stuff?
No.
Okay. So 2 separate projects from that.
Correct.
Okay.
So, I will say, there is an implication that there is a consciousness cloning part of the Hex Project
But
that
not
you
the
all already are aware of.
Yeah, but not the physical body cloning like we think Bengetti is
Correct.
dealing with.
Correct. So for the Hex project, the first one is, and I will be more overt with this one, Observer was an accident.
Oh boy.
See.
I only
I
get
will-
one bullet point.
No, you get 3. You get 3. Don't worry. You get 3. It's just a matter of me trying to think of how I can say the thing
Yeah.
without saying it super overtly.
His brain cell is firing on all cylinders.
I have to fire that one cylinder really, really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta message Claire, see if there's like fucking steam coming out of his ears right now.
So, the first one is the Observer was an accident. The second one is fuck, this is hard. I don't want to give it away. I want to make them
Give it
more
away.
difficult as they go on.
Dude, just give it away. Dude, it's been over a fucking year.
I found the kryptonite.
The second
Just
one
give us something concrete.
here.
It's been over a fucking year. Just give us something concrete.
Okay, fine. The second one is immortality is not the goal. And the third bullet is there were 2 at the start. Now I trust you'll send all of those to Iris to mull over.
There were 2 at the start,
Mm-hmm.
which with Hex Project means 2 brains.
Or 2 people.
Which is equivalent to 2 brains.
Or 2 projects. The Hex and the Hacks project.
Just the
Twin.
fucking this is the fucking code, or not the book code, but this is the fucking book just like light on fire at this point.
No, not the book. The book at that point is more overtly useless to you. As you flip through it, you can just see poems and soliloquies on things that don't really make any concrete sense.
Let's go book diving again. We had 3 other people who were looking at the shelves. I will also put out Legacy is specifically scanning as she has like handed over the papers for anything that looks like it would be like a report file or journal or some shit. Would match the things they're finding.
There's no reports or anything of any kind that you can find in the bookshelves. There's one other book of interest.
Oh
Roll
yeah, wait,
me-
didn't Cassidy find 2 things?
Cassidy found one of 2 things.
Oh, okay.
So this is the other thing.
I was gonna say, y'all roll me 2d6 for this other of 2 things.
Talma and Cosmic have to roll 2.
I'll roll for them.
So you're all rolling 2d6?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, guys. Time to go searching through a library with real books.
Yeah, that's why like Legacy like was kind of shocked for the initial moment when she opened the door of like, I imagine this is probably the most actual books she has ever seen like in one place.
Mm-hmm.
With like
It is a
real
physical
paper.
database as opposed to a software database.
and like real paper. Like,
Mhm.
damn. I was like, oh, that's what book smell is. You hear about it a lot.
Kind of
Oh,
likes
he
it.
got money.
Like,
Oh.
damn. Yeah, wood floors and real books?
Kaya,
Oh shit.
you find a book called The Dreamers.
Fuck it.
That's why you had dreamers on the brain.
What's in the book? You know what? What's the cover look like?
The cover
Yeah.
is blue.
Is blue? Any...
Yeah.
Is just like a title? With
Yep.
no...
It's got tentacles on it.
It is
Yeah,
written.
got tentacles on it?
It is written in like a fancy gold, silver, or a silvery, not metallic, holographic filigree.
Alright, is this hardcover or softcover?
It's a hardback book.
Okay. Leatherbound or...
Child.
Look, I'm procrastinating. Alright, what's in the book?
So the book initially detailed out something called the Land of Dreams. It talks about a dreamscape where possibility and reality are flexible. It talks about the rules with which reality is penned are
Is what?
penned, like P-E-N-N-E-D.
Okay.
The rules with which reality are penned are, in fact, fungible. It goes into great detail talking about how things as you see them are not as they appear. And how fluid and plastic reality truly is.
Does any of this seem familiar for the fucking monster house we're in?
Well, sorta.
Sorta.
Sorta, yeah, in the fact that, like, a book telling you that reality is fake and it's also very bendable and cheaty is very familiar at this point in time. Yes.
Yeah, this is fucking bullshit.
Did you actually need that spelled, or was I
Yeah.
just assuming? Okay. I'm pretty sure I heard the backspace, and so I'm like,
You know exactly what word I was stuck on. Yeah, Kai is just like, yeah, fucking bullshit. All this is fucking bullshit. Hold the fuck up.
Uh-oh. That is probably dog getting in trouble from that tone that was just used.
Mm-hmm. Which is perfect timing because now we can switch back to Lockhart. I hope you weren't ready to quit, Iris. Iris? Who's muted?
It
Ah,
is.
my bad. I said, no, never. I'm ready.
Okay.
That's some bullshit.
Oh,
I've gained my spine back. It's okay. It's just red. It's not spooky shit. Just red.
oh,
Duh.
good. You've
Yeah,
gained
yeah.
your spine back. That means
Yeah.
I can break your spine.
Preferably not, but you know, if it happens, it happens.
If you kill the boyfriend while you're trying to kill her, Joseph.
Don't worry. The first act I was just about to say is she's going to tell him to run.
Oh, oh yes. So,
No,
We
because then he's just gonna go run blindly through the hell house.
yes.
Do you want him near
Yes.
red or spooky shit? What is more of a thing? Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
So, you are face to face, locked arm and arm in pitched combat with Red. It feels wrong. There's something off about this encounter, but here you are nevertheless. What do you do?
Well, like I just said, Marcus, run. Warn the others.
Marcus,
And yeah, I'm trying to keep him at bay while grunting that out.
there's a moment of pause, just like, and he will run. He turns, grabs Larry, and starts to run.
Good.
Meanwhile, now your only source of light, the red tinted glow of Red's face, illuminating you and the only immediate mannequins around you. Red is going to attack. What's
I
your
have a
physical?
question.
Yes.
I have a question first.
Uh-huh.
Could I trigger my once a session thing?
Which one?
Leave them to me.
Yes, you can. You can do that.
Yes. Cool. I'm going to up my tough defense, please.
What's your
And
tough
thank you.
defense after the bonus?
That would be a 16.
Okay. So
Nice.
Red pushes you back, like freeing his hands up so that he can strike, and you hear the pull back of what sounds like hydraulics locking into place, winding up, and then you feel the as both hands fire forward like rifle shots right on the side of, like, right beside where your head was as you bob and weave in between strikes. Go ahead. Both attacks missed.
Oh, oh God. I mean, I'm gonna go into attack. Fuck.
Go for it.
That'll be 3 plus 3 plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I attack. And you know what? For good measure,
Oh shit!
I didn't actually see the roll. Hang on.
It's double 6.
Yo,
It's a crit.
you fucking got double crits.
Goodbye, Red.
Can I add? I was
Holy
trying
shit.
to say this as I was rolling. I'd like to add the disruptor to this attack, please.
Okay.
Holy
All right, sure.
shit. I came back just in time to see her crit. Let's go.
Fucking maxed out a crit. So you're adding the disruptor to this.
Yep.
Okay. So you like dodge left, dodge right, take a step back and flex your hand, and you like clench your fingers, not making a fist, but making like a very aggressive palm strike. And then as Red rears back to go for another set of like attacks, you push forward off of your hind foot and strike once with one really, really good aggressive jab. And there is a pop and a pause in the the moment of the strike connecting. The light on his face turns off, and for that brief moment, you are encompassed, surrounded in darkness. There's no light source. Larry's gone. The only light source you have is Red's aggressive glare, which once you hit him, as it short circuits, it's just you in the dark. but you know that brief moment of darkness, there we go. That brief moment of darkness is for Red a moment of weakness. And you hear as he short circuits a little bit. You turn back up, and you can see he is shorted out. You get one more strike.
Leg break.
Leg break?
Leg break.
Go for it.
I'm gonna boost this.
Mm-hmm.
Is that an ability, or are you just going for the leg?
No, I'm just going for the leg.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh. That's really good.
Not as good as a fucking 21.
That's still really good. That's still really good. Okay, so you short circuit him. You can see the static dancing off of his body in the darkness as he spasms and twitches. You raise your leg and bring it you bring it up to your waist to lock the knee, like bring it up, prep to fire, and then shoot your leg out at hip level, going down and hitting his knee, and you hear the metal bend and crunch. You don't hear any bone breaking, but you hear the tearing and shearing of metal. It's his turn now. Your tough defense is 21?
No, it's 16.
16?
Yeah.
Okay. So his first attack, his first action, he's going to try to grab you. So he reaches up and grabs you by the collar. And his second attack... 12. Okay. So he rears up, grabs you by the collar, and pulls back a fist to try and strike. Do you have anything you can do to block a strike?
Yes, I can float like a butterfly.
Okay. So as he grabs you by the scruff of your shirt, you can't block that, but with his crippled leg and your still agile ability, despite being grabbed by the collar, you are able to bob and weave and dodge. As you dodge the strike, you lean back a little bit, and you feel as a fist appears and vanishes in front of your face, faster than you could have perceived. Even with an ambient source of light, you imagine that it probably would not have been easy to see.
Ooh.
All right, go ahead, Lockhart.
Strike.
Go for it. Are you doing anything unique with this strike?
He has my collar still, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go for where the elbow's at.
Okay.
Trying to break the arm that's holding me.
Okay. Go for it. God damn, you're rolling so fucking hot right now. Holy shit.
She means business. Someone's been training since the last fight.
How can I ask how you have a +9 just to make sure?
It is 3 from the melee, 3
Uh-huh.
from the melee combat, 3 from the let me add him or leave him to me, and 3 from bare bones.
Leave him to me is giving you that massive
Yep.
boost. Okay.
Yep. So yeah,
Okay.
bare bones, the ability, or bare bones, the melee specialty, and then the leave him to me.
Okay.
So normally it would be 6.
Even with his roll. No, favors defenders. So he punches out and then punches again, trying to strike your head as he grabs you with his, or grabs your collar with his offhand. He throws a fist out. You catch it, and there's this instant where you grab his elbow with one hand and his wrist with another, and you are about to torque his arm in a way that is going to cause irreparable damage. This is bending the elbow in the way the elbow is not supposed to go. And this would effectively turn his arm off. Right? But as you are pulling, he slips his hand back and like turns his whole body to yank his grip, his wrist and elbow out of your grip. He barely escapes it. He matched your 22.
Damn.
If he had rolled below a 22, you would have snapped his arm in half and just
Damn.
torqued the elbow. It would have been bad. But you still have one more move.
So that was the arm that he was attacking with. That's not the arm that's grabbed onto me, correct?
Correct.
I wanted to break the arm that's grabbed onto me, since that's
Okay.
more static.
Go
So,
for it.
Can I do that now?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna boost it. Might as well. Ooh,
21.
A good boost.
it is a good boost.
He needs a 2. So you go to grab his arm that is latched onto you, immediately changing targets as his hand pulls back. He sees what you're going for and pulls and bends his elbow and yanks you down further, kind of getting you off balance. He refuses to let you get the advantage on him. He's already in kind of an awkward stationary position. He is going to strike twice. He can't hit for shit. 6 and what's your tough defense?
16.
Okay. So you will take 1 wound as he yanks you down and takes his offhand that is not grappling you and brings it out to the side into the darkness. It is impossible to see where his hand has gone. Without the guiding light of his gaze, it is difficult to actually see where he's moving, which is the major reason right now you're not actually like toe to toe in this fight so much as like winning. But his hand swings back, suddenly coming into view with the slight amber light of his face, and crashes against your collarbone and neck. You're only just in time to block it, but still you take 1 damage.
So 2 total, correct?
Correct.
Got it. So his other arm is still grabbed onto me, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I taking a little inspiration from Too Cute here.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna swing my legs up to try and unbalance him. Like wrap my legs around him and try to tip him over essentially.
Fucking Black
Go for
Widow
it.
moves.
Let's fucking go.
Roll.
Boxing ain't working, so we're gonna try some martial arts.
22. Constant 22s. Rolling like fucking fire. He's barely keeping up with you. So you swing your legs up and wrap around his neck. He brings up his offhand to block. He has to let go of you, otherwise you're going to grapple him. So you swing a leg up and grab around his neck. He brings his offhand up, letting go of your collar. You're still standing on your 1 foot, but he is not grappled by you, purely by the way of him bringing his hand up to block you.
Okay, so I'm trying to picture how that went.
So you swing your right leg like you are like grabbed by the shirt collar of his left arm. You swing your leg up to try and wrap it around his neck. You hook your leg there for a second, and he immediately is like, "Oh shit!" Lets go of your collar, grabs around the inside of your leg, and pushes outward as you try to go for your other leg to wrap it around him and like take control of the grapple. But you
Okay.
want to keep your footing, so you're a little bit like you're still hopping on one leg.
Okay. So, is one leg still up, or can I?
Your
Like,
one leg is still
shift-
up.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily matter though for mechanics purposes.
Yeah. I'm trying to be cinematic about it.
Mhm.
Can I kind of twist on my heel and turn it into a kick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Just go for kind of like, I don't know if center of mass would work better here, but trying to at least hit, essentially.
Yeah, so like turn your body weight and drive your foot with a 23.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so you beat him. You beat him by 1. So you turn, like your foot is hung up around his neck and he's blocking it. And then you're like, "All right, fine." You turn your heel of your foot that's planted on the ground, shift your body weight back, and then just drive all of your body weight behind your heel and your foot and shift it towards the ground. And you are driving your leg and your heel and your foot, which is locked around the side of his neck, into the floor. And there is a moment where like the red light doesn't give way, and you can see only by the like simple dim light of his face that he's still upright, and then all of a sudden it just boom, dip into the floor, and then you hear this crash and a bang, and he is buried into the ground. Roll me a clever check with advantage.
Okay. Any bonuses to this that would work?
Threat assessment.
Cool. 1, 2, 3. Advantage.
His faceplate's broken, and his face is partially exposed from beneath the faceplate. You didn't know he had a face.
Can I break the faceplate? Can I like aim for it now?
Sure.
Try and get that thing off?
Sure. Roll me a quick check.
Bring Legacy
your
a
attack.
trophy.
A quick check, and then what else? You said?
Just instead of attacking with your tough, attack with your quick.
Okay. But I could still do damage or like use my melee stuff.
Yes.
Okay. I won't get the bare knuckle, so it's only a +6.
So with him on the ground, you rear back and you can see that part of his faceplate is splintered and cracked. And you rear back, capitalizing on the movement, and you're realizing like, oh, that's not just a faceplate. That's his head. That's a helmet. I can break his helmet and expose his head. And you rear back with your elbow, grab a fist around your hand so that you can like kind of put both of your arms together, and then turn your hips, swing your body, bring the full weight down of your entire torso onto his temple with your elbow, and you just crack into the side of that mask, and it shatters into pieces, and the light goes out, and all you hear in the dim darkness is "Are you happy now?"
stumble back.
You stumble back, and then there is a brief glint of light from an ambient light somewhere on his chest. And you see reflected off of the darkness of his face, Johann. And that's where we'll end the session.
Oh boy.
Spicy.